there is a myth. You'll have to tell me if it's a myth or a reality. So people say if you want to eat healthy, if you want to, have a balanced diet, especially when you're in a diabetes, and if you have to choose, proper food, if I may say so, it is expensive. Is it expensive to be healthy?
Not at all, because it's not at all. See, what happens is people put these things as organic labels, and they try to advertise these things in such a fancy manner, making you feel that no. See, when you have your, like I said, if you're having your regular vegetables, or if you're having your regular fruits, veggies from your local vendors, it's not expensive. It's not at all. And these simple locally grown fruits and vegetables, like I told you, certain vegetables are like very common everywhere, like cucumber, tomato, your greens. So these are easily available, they are locally grown, and they are definitely not expensive. Then comes, and in your house, how are you balancing it out when you're eating it? Certain things you're going to be having cooked, certain things you need to have raw. You see, you don't have to overcook, and certain foods need to be eaten for the sake of energy, and so the vitamins and minerals are not lost. You need to have your fruits and veggies, vegetables, in its raw form. So that needs to be balanced. And once that's taken care of, your meal is not at all expensive comparatively to the meal that if you are, getting from out. So it's negligible amount which would be used to actually make your plate. So it's not at all expensive.
Thank you. So if I have to sum up what you said, it's more of wholesome food where we have a mixture of everything that we need, all the nutrients, vitamins, minerals, fibers also. We have to watch out for the empty calories, because that we buy outside has a lot of empty calories and preservatives, which will affect our health and which will crave us, increase the craving. But when we eat food made at home, it's wholesome and it leaves us satisfied. And definitely it's not expensive, as you said, to eat homegrown, locally sourced vegetables and fruits. And the measuring, you said, on a plate, how it looks, it could be interesting. We can maybe later on, talk about that also. But talking about food, and we spoke about vegetables, we spoke about fruits. What about grains? We talk now. There's so much. The millets are so in. These days we say everybody talks about the small grains or the millets, and instead of rice or wheat. What does that is it? It's a food. Latest fads. We can call it.
Because today we are looking at food, we are looking at wheat, which is again plant-based, and it's supposed to be our staple crop, and we are looking at it as gluten instead of looking at it as a roti or sabji, a roti or that chapati or a healthy carb. So what's happening is that we are not eating it again in the right way. So when we eat it, we are just, let's say if you're having your chapati, first thing is if you're eating very late, like if you're not eating your meals on time, you tend to eat more. That time you're not eating mindfully. You just want to gobble up whatever's on your plate. Then another thing is, it starts with the way you start your day. How the food or the fruits or the way you start your day defines your entire menu plan for the rest of the day, or your appetite. So if you've started with wholesome nutrition, when you're having your roti, your chapati or whatever it is during your meal time, you are going to have it more mindfully. Like I said, your plate should be a mixture of raw vegetables, your regular vegetable, the way you want to cook it. There's every tradition has its own technique of cooking, but again, that cooking techniques we will come to later also. And then your protein, your source of protein, your probiotic, a bowl of curd. So it's how you have a wholesome plate with you. And when it comes to our staple grains, you can have a variety of all the grains. You can have wheat, you can have jowar, you can have bajra, you can have your ragi. You can have a variety every day. So and like I said, India is especially blessed with these variety of grains and variety of foods, where you can have a different thing every day. It doesn't have to be only roti every day, or it doesn't have to be ragi every day. So you can choose be creative with your plate, and every day use a different source of carbohydrate. So today if you're using your chapati. Tomorrow you can have a bajra roti. The third day you can make a ragi dosa. And I think we Indians are very creative where food is concerned. We love to experiment, we love to try. So that gives you the answer.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
add variety into your plate. Yes.
That's very interesting because at least in every house it's either rice or it's roti, and it's every day. It's like it's kind of a staple food. Whereas we have so many things that we can explore, and then ragi is so good, and be it the millets that we can get also, they are good, and then all the other we can explore with the grains, because that's something
And
that
if
we
you
don't.
feel, yes. And if you feel roti is a little heavier, depends on the weather. In winter, sometimes you feel different. In summers, you feel different. You can always have a ragi dosa, or you can have a multigrain dosa. You can have it in a dosa form, which can be much lighter. That way, you're having all your, nutrients in place. You're having, your rice also. You're having your ragi also. You're having, also a multigrain dosa also is very light on the stomach and keeps you full.
Awesome. Thank you, Kusum. Thank you.